And in the wake of 9 suicides across the country last month by boys and young men who were gay or thought to be gay, Edinburgh University held a candlelight vigil tonight.
Dozens gathered outside the Polk Student Center and lit candles to remember the young men. Event organizers say many of the suicides were caused by harassment and bullying. The vigil was designed to let people know they have a way out.
Everyone doesn't have to suffer in silence. There are people there to support them, and we really hope they take that message away.
It evolved to a problem that shouldn't have happened, and it's sad, and it affects everyone, the family and friends, and it's just terrible. That shouldn't have happened.
And one name mentioned tonight, 18-year-old Tyler Clementi, a freshman at Rutgers University, who took his own life after a video of him having sex with another man was broadcast live on the internet.
And
from GLBT TV, Action News 24 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Sean Lafferty. It was an emotional night at Edinburgh University as students gathered for a special prayer vigil, remembering those students who have taken their own lives because they didn't feel accepted. Elise Underwood was at the vigil. She talked to the students, joins us now in the newsroom with much more. Elise?
Sean, tonight was all about remembering those students in accordance with National Coming Out Day and to show that there are other ways to handle the pressure. Students at Edinburgh University came together for a very special vigil to remember 9 students from all over the country who felt that taking their own life was the only way and choice to escape various forms of abuse or bullying for being homosexual or for the suspicion of being gay.
But before the person takes that step and comes out, they often feel alone. They're sensitive to negative comments, and it can be a very difficult time for them.
At least 10 universities across the country are having exactly the same type of vigil with symbolic white candles. Various speakers from all walks of life and belief came to share their story and to discuss the issues many young people face, like Minister Dr. Rich McCarty, who's openly gay and looks at homosexuality through a different set of Christian eyes.
I think the Christian perspective on these suicides is absolutely to reach out in compassion and understanding and to remember that Christ's gospel is an inclusive one that welcomed all people.
While tonight is a way to remember those 9 students, for other students it's a way to think about how far we've come as a society. Like for Mark Leslie, a graduate student who is thankful that it's easier for a person to speak the truth about who they are.
Definitely a change over the years. From when I was an undergrad, you wouldn't see this kind of a support at a school the size of Edinburgh. I show my support almost all the time, walking around campus with my boyfriend, holding hands, etc.
Students say coming out is a personal struggle and choice to be made when that individual is ready. But no matter how difficult it is, suicide should never have to be the answer. Students we spoke with say that if you are one of these students and you're feeling trapped and bullied, get out there, get some help, talk to someone, because 9 times out of 10, they might have walked in your shoes. Sean?
All right, Elise Underwood reporting tonight. Thank you, Elise. Jury selection.
Gay suicide is a topic drawing interest all across the country after several gay teenage boys took their own lives last month. 12 News reporter Vince Lomsky is now in the studio with more on how local families have been affected. Vince?
Reports say as many as 9 gay young men committed suicide in September, and it's a problem that many say needs to be addressed now. I spoke with 2 people who have experienced these issues firsthand, including a grandmother who says her teenage grandson nearly took his own life.
He did. I found out in talking to him that he had thoughts of suicide, and the strength of his mother's love and my love were the only things that prevented him from taking his own life.
Sue McCabe's grandson is now 18 years old and a freshman in college. She says her grandson was bullied after he came out at the age of 14.
He was harassed. He was bullied, threatened. People would poke sexual jokes at him. He'd be shoved in the hallways, shunned, don't touch me, just really hurtful things.
It's stories like Sue's that are becoming far too common across the country. In September alone, reports of as many as 9 teenage boys committed suicide. Mike Mahler, co-editor of a monthly newsletter called Erie Gay News, says we all need to take notice.
This is why we need anti-bullying legislation. This is why it needs to explicitly include sexual orientation and gender identity and gender expression, just as it includes other categories.
For gay youths out there who are dealing with these problems, many celebrities are speaking out.
This needs to be a wake-up call to everyone.
In YouTube videos for a project called It Gets Better.
With your own permission, it gets better.
The two people we spoke with agree.
It gets better. There is resources out there. They are closer than you think.
I think it does get better, but I think we need to push to move it along a little bit more. We need to be out there in the community. We need to show the community they're just like everybody else.
And both people I spoke with say there are many LGBT support groups here in our local community, such as PFLAG, for those people who do need help. Reporting live in the studio, Vince Slomsky, WICU 12 News.
All right, thanks, Vince.